All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? On the return is Henderson. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run. Drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it here. This is James White. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
All right, now, look. 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that.
Right,
Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Detroit! Detroit!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Cannon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Gun! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. Goes underneath here to White. White's got a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gun!
Looking to throw. And able to find Green. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now White. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up a throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground, and he usually goes up and gets it.
Set. 319. 319. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Mixon with a first down carry. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Here's White. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Lucky 56.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Crossbar no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground. It's And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. New England on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Willis in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Now back to throw. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a 1st down here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
He'll look to throw. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gun! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll look to throw here. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. back to throw here. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And the Bengals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Detroit!
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
It's a short kick here, fielded at the 24. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. New England on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Gone! Detroit!
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep downfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Bengals. 58 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. It's the fullback, his second touchdown on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Oh, I was Just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by White. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jordan Willis in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. New England on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll drop to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the pressure up the middle, and down he goes.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will tie the score now at 9 apiece. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter. Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are in for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now out come the Patriots. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cannon. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Gun! 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 Gun!
They're going to look to throw. And a dump off to White. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with White. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
New England on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. Gone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
All right, here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the right side, caught by Green. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. They go back to the ground now with Mixon, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Ross. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and a costly nicely when there, as this game remains tied here in the fourth. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. They tried to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them because of the incompletion. A very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play. But there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 17 at a Cincinnati first down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Detroit! Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And his kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Cincinnati, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.